How you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Nick.
Nick what?
Duivenvoorden.
See, I could never say that last word, but I'm not the only one, I guess. Listen, I remember last year you announced you were running for the Liberal leadership. You announced it right there.
That's right.
And I didn't know anything about it. If I was just across the road, if I would have known, I would have went. I never talked to you.
Most people hadn't even heard of me by then.
I never did.
So, all of a sudden, there I was.
Yeah.
Introduced myself to a whole bunch of Liberals who didn't know me on that day. And over the course of the year, I think most of them did get to know me. And many of them appreciated my message. Obviously, the results were not what I had intended, but I have no regrets of how it turned out. It was a phenomenal experience for me. I'm happy I did it.
Did you picture yourself to be a leader in there, and what you would have said, or how Brian did?
I think I'm certainly capable of doing it. But I've always said also that it's the legislature that offers the greatest disconnect between the elected people and the unelected people. This is where the greatest disconnect is. And certainly I would have made efforts to try and make it more...
human?
The word I'm looking for is something that most people can relate to, because most people cannot relate to what we see in the legislature nowadays.
They were polite today in there.
That's what I'm told. I've been here a couple of times, but it's a difficult situation. Brian Gallant says that he wants to change the culture of politics. I think that's a very, if not the most important message that he can bring. And I hope he stays firm in that commitment, and then we will see changes happening gradually.
Did you run for MLA?
No.
You never ran. You were mayor of Beldoon.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to answer this. Did you spend much money on your leadership?
No.
No?
No.
That didn't you had to put $20,000 in?
$25,000, and I'm sure that our whole campaign was less than, I forget what it came down to, but it was probably somewhere between 50 and 60,000.
Yeah, but you enjoyed every...
Yep.
Yeah.
We were a bare bones campaign. We spent a lot of late nights on the road. The greatest beneficiary of my campaign was the gas station between Miramichi and Bathurst. They even knew how much gas I wanted. I think they may have known my credit card number by heart by the time the campaign was over. But we didn't spend too many nights in hotels.
No.
We spent a lot of money on gas, and we traveled. There were lots of times I got home at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
But you went against the big wigs here. You went against Mike Murphy, and Mike Murphy tried to be one of us, but I mean, it's very hard to be one of us. But Mike Murphy is Mike Murphy. But I did see a different side of Mike Murphy at the Boston Marathon.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, he was. Oof. But no, so you enjoyed yourself in there. I presume you were going to run under the Liberal candidate, Liberal Party.
People have asked me that today. And I'd say the chances are pretty good, but it takes a careful evaluation. And just because I ran for the leadership, it doesn't automatically mean I'm going to run for the Liberals in the next election. I have to evaluate that very, very carefully.
No, you're leadership contender. Then you run. Then you lost. But then when he wins, you'll be appointed in the cabinet. That's how Margaret Amblini did it with Bernard Lord.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that would be a logical conclusion if I decided to run.
Yeah.
It's not because I want to be a backbencher, because I said I'll only be there for a short while.
Excuse me, speaking of Beldoon, what do you think of this guy?
Pardon me, what was that?
Speaking of Beldoon, what do you think of this guy?
What do I think of Roland?
Yeah.
He's the best non-Belldooner Beldoon has ever had.
He's the best MLA that Nigarushler has now. Okay, because I'm the only one. For now.
He's the best. But when the best non-Belldooner Beldoon has ever had.
There you go. And I'll have news for you very soon.
Good. Oh yeah, I think I know what it is. So we might see you in the future.
Oh, you might.
Hey, you're a nice guy.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.